Well, this morning me here, Emily I tell Francois say she have to go have enough oxygen this morning. Emily at 9:09, where you there? Come in, Emily.
Welcome to Hotline on Radio Jamaica.
Alright.
With substance.
Alright.
Radio Jamaica, active for the good of our nation.
Okay. Come in, Emily. Come in. Happy listening.
You're now listening to Emily Shields.
Right.
With substance on Hotline. Radio Jamaica,
Which is right.
active for the good of our nation.
Emily gonna catch oxygen again. Come, Emily, come.
Jamaica.
Lord
This
have
is a challenging
mercy.
time for all of us, but our flag says it all. The
Really
sun's
gonna catch
shining, the land
oxygen.
is green, and the people are strong and creative. The Sovereign Centers encourages everyone
You're gonna need
to help
oxygen, so
protect
take
each
as
other
much,
and
Emily.
our beloved country.
Hurry up and
Wear
come.
your mask, sanitize, and practice social distancing. Let's do it, Jamaica. Stay safe and stay well. A message from Sovereign Center, still the best place to shop.
Bill Express is giving away cash prizes
Oh, yeah.
every month for 2021. Every month, 3
About
lucky
then,
winners will
Emily.
be randomly selected to receive $50,000 cash each. Pay a bill at any Bill Express location and be automatically entered for monthly prize drawings. Look out for your winning receipt numbers in the press, on radio, and on social media. Visit billexpress.com/rules for more details on rules and announcement schedules. It pays to pay at Bill Express. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Alright.
To Emily Shields.
So like she get oxygen and know.
On Hotline. Radio Jamaica, active for the good of our nation.
Thank you, listeners, for joining us on the hotline for today, Friday, the 3rd September 2021.
Morning, Emily, morning.
This is the hotline.
Emily's views, her position on the issues, her point of view.
Just a follow up from yesterday, you know, cause I don't know.
I'm still not clear on what the situation is regarding the supply of oxygen
Same thing?
to the nation's hospitals, invariably by IGL. Interestingly, this morning on page 2 of the Gleaner, A2, there's a story by David Salmon which says that gas manufacturer Massey Gas Products Jamaica Limited is eyeing the build-out of its operations for the storage and distribution of medical-grade oxygen in the island. Massey's core business is the supply of liquefied petroleum gas products under its brand Gas Pro to thousands of homes and businesses for more than 90 years. But that focus on LPG production has not distracted it from other investment opportunities. In a quote attributed to the chief executive officer,
Lessons. What's up?
firstly, we have approved plans
Yeah, give me.
for plant expansion to allow us to provide a more significant and regular supply
What my
of
temperature?
medical-grade oxygen in the shortest possible time. Once our facility is commissioned,
Yeah.
it will be supporting our efforts to bring additional quantities of medical-grade oxygen into the country to supply the existing local production. Then the story goes on to say, currently, sister company Massey Gas Products Trinidad
Yeah.
Limited has been a critical relief supplier supplier of medical grade oxygen for several markets in the region, including Jamaica. When demand outstrips supply, the Trinidadian manufacturer is one of the companies from which
Alright, me soak up.
RJR
But go on, listen.
sources medical oxygen. So I suppose this Massey Gas Products Trinidad Limited is located in Trinidad. They say that it can supply currently a total of 30 metric tons of liquid oxygen per day for all markets, and that this Trinidadian-based company also provides small amounts of industrial-grade oxygen to the local market as its core component of their business. And this has allowed IGL to become the sole provider of medical-grade oxygen to health facilities locally. I certainly want a better understanding of the landscape for the supply of oxygen to the market, whether it's to homes, to hospitals, or to whatever facilities are in need of oxygen daily, monthly, and so forth. Firstly, in normal times, and then in abnormal times in which we are now living. Yeah? And when we properly understand, then we can see and make some suggestions about what really is to happen. I'm very reluctant in a time of crisis in which we are to do or say much that is going to rock the boat to the point of turning it over when there are people still on the boat and needing to get ashore. But I think this matter concerning the supply of oxygen to the hospitals is of such great importance that we need to properly understand the systems in place for ordering and the markets for supplying. It is not lost on me, and it shouldn't be on you, that there are not going to be many suppliers now. Even if there are suppliers, they're going to be taking the biggest buck to supply, because such is the nature of demand and supply, and the demand is extremely great all over the world. There are reports of hospitals in several countries, several states in the United States running out of oxygen, and we know what they did with the PPEs, the personal protective equipment, at the start of the pandemic. They literally stopped plane taking off on the tarmac with goods to supply to other countries. They say you cannot leave this country with articles that we are going to need, no matter if you're going to end up in a breach of contract. Take them out. And they will do the same thing in relation to oxygen. On top of that, I do not understand oxygen to be something you can simply put on an aircraft. It is a particular type of gas where the means of transportation, it's just not something you can just readily pick up and put on anything. Yeah, but those are some of the nuances of the trade that I would love to better understand, to get a feel as to how quickly things can come to this market. But on Sunday, when we had reports of hospitals in Jamaica running out of oxygen, a most dreadful thing. But it is not a thing that is impossible in a pandemic.
Come
And
back.
the way we can stop oxygen running out is if we stay put. Some of we are move up and down too much.
Yeah.
If we don't have to move, don't move. Let me go to a quick break.
All right. Go on, paper.
If we don't have to move, don't move. It is movement that causes the virus to spread. And if we want to lessen the pressure on the hospitals and on IGL, just be still. But when the news came of some health sectors
there
and
you go, my friend,
hospitals running out on Sunday, that's a wrap. Had Peter Graham, the managing director of IGL, on. The program was hosted by Giovanni Dennis, who was sitting in for Earl Moxham.
Yeah.
And Giovanni sought to ask a number of questions of Mr. Graham when he had him on the line.
A private property, you know, so I don't know.
Let me take you to
when the last surge occurred in March. In fact, Managing Director Peter
Graham
said to our new
so come again.
Let you hear what Giovanni asked of
this year.
I'm bringing up that clip for you. I had it right here and somehow the tape moved, but we're going to bring that for you. When Mr. Graham joined the program and explained what was happening, this is what he had to say.
What is the current level of demand?
And let us look at hospitalization, Giovanni. So in March, we peaked at 477. Today, I believe the last number quoted was about 723. That's 50% more in the hospitals. And what is not reported is the large number of persons who are suffering from COVID and are at home, who rely on us too for oxygen. So the demand at present is more than 70% of what we had at a peak in March.
How much of the current demand are you able to meet?
What is happening this weekend?
They're on private property, you know, so I don't want to show up too much of a place. You understand?
What I reported.
But come on, listen, Emily.
Oxygen as late as
Emily.
we are.
Let me pause there for a moment. So Mr. Graham told Giovanni on Sunday that where we are now is about 70% more than we were at the March peak. And he also said that up to last week, Thursday, remember he was speaking to Giovanni on Sunday, up to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, call it 3.5, 4 days before,
All that.
all the hospitals reported that they had adequate capacity. By Sunday, the hospitals had run out of oxygen. Perhaps Savlamar and another one that the minister mentioned, maybe on Saturday, had run out of oxygen. What this is saying to us, on top of everything, go back and check the numbers of the people who are being hospitalized. A lot of us are not staying put. And we're causing a great demand on the system. On top of that, the hospital management, you really need to be better in your forecasting of what you are going to need in light of the uptick in hospital bed occupancy. If you Thursday say you're all right, you must know Thursday night how many people you're taking in. You must know Friday how many you're taking in. But But before you even take in on Friday, you're supposed to check your oxygen levels and say, where are we? And you make the call long before you need it. So Sunday when we're hearing that we run out, when were the orders put in? But Peter Graham...
Jesus, but I saw me lose Emily, because I have to go where now.